There's always creatures and beings of intelligence behind the scenes. The giants, of course, were a product of experimentation, of their own experimentation, of others. The giants are a prototype. In other words, giant beings occur throughout the cosmos, just as the human prototype, head, 2 arms, 2 legs, occurs throughout the cosmos with all sorts of variations. The giants have played a tremendous role on your planet, and they will again, and we'll leave it at that for now. Who else has questions, please?
Heath, I have a question about this topic
Yes.
of all time being simultaneous. When I think about Atlantis and the window that we're in right now, and I know I've thought about this all along, but especially in light of where we are right now in the summer of 2010. What kind of interplay are we really working with in terms of our own collective memories, our own personal memories, and probabilities?
Well, it's interesting. We'll segue off a bit here, but tie it back together. For the last year, you've been having all these discussions in the media about the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, yes? Mm-hmm. And whether it's online or offline, something's flying through it or not, it's been in the news. And you've had this great acceleration of events, and you will have more. Let's say that CERN came online for this last part of the nanosecond, when your scientifics want to track time, explore time, and control time. And they are aware from, let's say, a quantum point of view, and from a personal point of view sometimes, of simultaneous time, meaning that linear time and the past allows you to find yourself. If everything was happening all at once, it appeared, how could you exist? Do you understand? So you have created these little oysters and grains of sand and pearls for yourself so that you can develop. What's happening this summer, and what CERN is attempting to dive into, is that all of these realities are going to interact with each other more and more. They cannot stay separated. It's a beeper, thank you. And so there's going to be a lot more timeline colliding, timeline blending, and things that appear to be in your historical past will be intimately connected with events that are playing out now. Of course, there is a very, very large, enormous actually, Atlantean component and Lemurian component, and here you on the Lemurian coast, yes, Pacifica. We'll talk about that more this afternoon. These components, because there was shattering and they've left such a large mythology around your planet, it's being replayed now today. And how is it being replayed? The Atlanteans lost their way through misuse of power, war, sacrifice, and genetic engineering manipulation. Gee, does that sound familiar? Now, the Atlantis myth, or the Atlantis legend, plays itself out all around the globe in a wide variety of ways. Wide variety. And you will hear some who say it's this and this and this, and it can be all of those things. Because remember, everything is a subjective projection onto existence. It is the logical, linear, reasoned people who want to define, and it's this and it's separated here, and this comes from 327 BC, and this one comes from 4,500 BC, etc. It's a way of exploring existence, but it is fruitless because it leads to dead ends, because it does not factor out the dynamic that the past is interactive with the present, that the future is interactive with all of it, and that there's always potential to integrate it, to create cohesion and coherence, and to then, with all those components feeding all those nows, it bursts a new now into understanding. So this is what you are dealing with. Let's say, to go back to the Hadron Collider, they are attempting to slide around time and put a lock on it. Is it possible to do that? Not on time, but it is possible to put a lock on people's consciousness. And they are locking human consciousness down through computers, through movies, through all things visual and all things audio. So that people are in a bubble of reality. And let's say this, the larger theme of these years is for humanity to break out of ignorance, to wake up, to claim their psychic power, and to be comfortable with it. Because in claiming psychic power, you cannot be deceived. And liars and cheats will banish from your society because they cannot function in a society where people know. So what people are desperately afraid of, becoming psychic and knowing, is their only solution. To clean the world. And when we say clean the world, we don't care who your favorite politician is, who your favorite projection is out there. In today's age, they're all compromised. Large majority of them have been engaged in very perverted acts. They're all compromised. They're all working against you. It is you, as people of Earth, who have a difficult time accepting because someone smiles or says the right word that they can be, let's say, no good underneath. So a psychic acceptance of knowing and who you are is your only way through this. And you are not working alone. You are not isolated. There is a large sense of cooperation along time, along beings, and within your own guidance. Because whether you know what you want to be or not, you each came here to be something. You came here to be free, to express who you are, to have a good time, and to never stop learning and growing. To always be a new dynamic creator. We have great faith in you. We ask you to have greater faith in yourselves. That is really the biggest issue here.